the first round of the Eastern Conference playoffs. The Celtics have set the tone of the series up 2-1. Can they maintain their composure and take a commanding 3-1 lead? Now, the test awaits as they face off against the Raptors. Round 1 of the NBA playoffs continues.
It's Game 4 of the Eastern Conference Quarterfinals. Glad you could join us today. Kevin Harlan here, joined by our analyst Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. Plus, reporting from the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. So let's take a look at the Boston Celtics starting lineup. White in at shooting guard, with Brown playing small forward. The post pair, Tatum and Porzingis. And it's Holiday in at the 1 spot. And for Toronto, Barnes and Pirtle make up the inside pair. Dick is out there with Emmanuel quickly. And it's Ingram in at the 3, the small forward. Look at Toronto. Greg, no doubt, this is a defining moment for them, trying to even things up after 4 games. But if they lose this one, they'll be facing elimination on the road, and that would be dire.
Yeah, and that's why I expect tonight's crowd to be out of its collective mind. The fans in this city love this team. They feel a very close bond with these players. They're the sixth man that has to provide that energy if this series is to be knotted up.
I think you've nailed it.
Sweet little mid-range from Jaylen Brown. That 3-level scoring coming into play.
Pass to Dick. Now Pirtle. Barnes outside, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Barnes against Tatum. Brown kicks to Tatum. Porzingis with a screen on Barnes. Tatum's shot is off. Here's Dick. White covering. Shot from 6. And the Raptors miss again.
Well, seized up just a little bit at the last second. That's when he normally converts.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And he can't get the first one.
I think for Kristaps Porzingis, we know unequivocally the talent, the shooting, the shot blocking, everything is there for him to impact the game. The key is just stay healthy.
And he's good on the second.
There's a reason people call Kristaps Porzingis the unicorn. A 7-foot big man, but boy, what a sweet shooter he is.
Here's Dick. Pass to Pirtle. Barnes outside from downtown. Porzingis with the rebound.
Nothing going right on the offensive end. 0 for 4 from the field.
And it's White missing. Toronto, they've gone 0-4, missing their first 4 field goals here. Pirtle sets the pick for Dick. A stupendous finish in traffic.
And boy, did they need that one. Their first make in the 5 field goal attempts they've had.
For Boston, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Nice ball movement by Boston. Brown outside. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Brown's got 5 points so far.
Now, Jaylen Brown is now so legit from deep, boy. You better make sure you're contesting that 3 ball. That's how good he is.
And the timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Barnes screen on Brown. Ingram passes to Barnes. Quickly against Holiday. Taken away by Holiday. Ingram with the steal.
An all-star in this league. I think Ingram still flies a bit under the radar, but Brandon can be a #1 option, no doubt.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Ingram. Both good from the line that time.
This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
Outside, White. The shot from the low post is good.
Oh, that is impressive stuff from Derek White. Defender in his grill, no problem.
And so quickly, we'll bring it up for the Raptors. Trailing by 4. Here's Ingram. Just 4 to shoot. Back to Dick. And again, no good by Toronto. Celtics leading by 4. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Darko Rajakovic and I got a chance to talk for a little bit. Coach said they want to force Jason Tatum to uncomfortable spots on the floor. Now, they recognize those spots are few and far between, but Coach wants to keep Tatum out of the paint specifically. If his team can do that and force Tatum to shoot more from outside, they feel relatively good about their chances. Back to you.
All right, thank you, David.
I think his frame makes him very difficult to deal with as a roll man. Pirtle can set a mean screen.
Ingram against Brown, and Brown throws it down.
How about the head of steam he's able to generate right there and just gets to the rack really easy.
Raptors trail by 7. Pass to Dick. Ingram against Brown. Shot from free throw range. And it's Ingram missing.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
To the middle. Here's Porzingis. Dick with the steal. Here's Barnes, and the dunk by Barnes.
That's big-time length and athleticism by Scotty Barnes, leaving no doubt.
Celtics leading by 5. Outside Holiday. The Celtics working the ball around now. Tatum's shot is off.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
Quickly kicks to Ingram. Got a piece of it and stolen by Tatum. And pushing it up, here's Boston. And it's Brown that time on the assist by Tatum. Brown's got 9.
Well, this is where the powerful frame and explosive athleticism of Jaylen Brown becomes a problem for the opponent. Nicely done.
And the timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Raptors trail by 7. Pass to Dick. Back to quickly. To the inside. Here's Ingram. And slam dunk by Ingram.
And what an athlete Ingram is. Elevates up in the air with such ease for the dunk.
Boston's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Now Porzingis. Tatum passes to Holiday. Back to Tatum. Now here's White. Dick defending. And here's Porzingis for a 3. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Barnes outside. Ingram outside. Shoots the 3. Drains the three-pointer. Ingram's got 7 points in the game.
And his team giving up a 3 at the other end, and Ingram claps back.
Boston leading by 5. Outside, White. Tatum kicks to Brown. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And so quickly we'll bring it up for the Toronto Raptors to come into this one after winning on Tuesday.
Well, it's easy to score when you're facing very little resistance. That's why their offense looks so good in that one.
Well, give them some credit for taking advantage of a weak defense and capitalizing on every mistake. This guy, a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
The Celtics have gone 7 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Outside, White. Brown feeling it out a bit. Shot clock at 5. The Celtics need to get a shot off. The 3 from Tatum. And it's Toronto with the rebound.
This is a quarter he'd rather forget. This guy just can't seem to get the lid off of that bucket.
Ingram against Brown. Ingram outside. Toronto needs to get off a shot. That's a 2 from Barnes. And it's White with the rebound.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Holiday. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Because of his frame, Drew Holiday can be a terror on the interior. Boy, you can't avoid the contact there.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
That free throw missing.
Well, we all know this guy is a legitimate two-way threat. Drew Holiday gifted as a defender and solid on the offensive end.
And he sinks the second. Raptors trail by 4. Quickly looking it over. Over to the left wing. Stolen by Holiday. Horford up top. Pass to Pritchard. 1:52 left in the first quarter. Outside Holiday. 4 on the shot clock. From deep three-point territory. And it's Toronto with the rebound.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
Barrett, no good. Celtics leading by 4. Plenty of space. The shot comes out.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
The Celtics have gone 7 of 15 from the field to this point. Holiday dishes to Horford. Hits the J after faking out the D with the quick up fake. And the Celtics lead by 6.
Nice work from the veteran big man, Al Horford, getting things done inside.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Walter comes up empty down low. For Boston, they've gone 50% from the field in the first quarter, 8 of 16. Brown finds Horford. And it's off from three-point range. Toronto's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Outside, Barrett. To stop the drought. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking, jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
Jaylen Brown has been leading the charge for Boston. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And we welcome you back to Game 4 on 2K Sports. And what do you guys think about Boston here in this one?
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Well, very disruptive in that first period. They never allowed the offense to get comfortable.
Here's Ingram. On the floor for Boston. Tatum in the front court alongside Horford. And it's Hauser in at the two-guard spot.
And on the drive, Ingram's length gives him such an advantage. The defense tries to counter, and it sends him to the line.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
Shooting 2.
And that one falls for Ingram. Both free throws good for Ingram. The Celtics with the lead. Here's Pritchard. Hasn't made one yet. The kick out to Tatum. 6 on the shot clock. Here comes Tatum. And the layup's good off the glass. Tatum's got his first points of the night.
But Jason Tatum worked hard, being comfortable in tight windows off the dribble drive. That was a nice-looking move.
Toronto shooting 41% for the game. Here's Shed. Near the three-point line, it's Ingram. Can't nail the jumper. Here's Pritchard. Pass to Tatum. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Here's Pritchard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Puts up a 3. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Pass to Boucher. Boucher the screen. And it's Shed missing. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. Outside Tatum. Fires the three, and the Celtics hit again from deep.
Bringing that three-point percentage up quite a bit this quarter, shooting it well. The lead's going to get a little bit bigger if they can keep this up.
Pass to Ingram over Horford. That's it, and the Celtic lead is cut down now to just 8 on the basket from Ingram.
And you see the polish from Ingram as a scorer from every level. His versatility is a boon for this offense.
Now here's Tatum. He has 5. Leans from outside. Again, the Celtics good for 2.
Well, you like that he shakes off that rocky first period and knocks down a shot. Nice.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's Ingram. Good work defensively by Horford.
And the way he was able to reach out towards that release had an impact.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
Tatum wide open. He fires one. They get it back. Again, the Celtics good for 2. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. And Darko Rajakovic calls timeout. He wants to talk to his guys.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
Just feels like the basket is looking awfully small to them right now. They're having a hard time getting anything to fall.
And some changes here for the Celtics. Porzingis, he's checked in for Luke Cornett. And it's Holiday in for Al Horford. It's Dick on the wing. Here's Ingram. Solid as a rock from 20 feet away. Ingram's got 6 points in the quarter.
And this is what Ingram can do for you. Make a variety of shots over the course of a game. Tonight, he has been unstoppable.
Here's Pritchard in the corner. Tatum with it. 6 to shoot. Pass to Pritchard. The three-pointer, no good. Raptors trail by 10. Boucher with a screen on Holiday. Porzingis with the steal. Porzingis is double. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. Just 5 to shoot. Pritchard passes to Holiday. The three from Tatum. And it's Ingram with the rebound.
Well, they have the advantage, but you still feel like this guy needs to find a way to get himself going.
Boucher kicks to Ingram. And the lead is down inside single digits. Ingram's got 15 points.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Tatum, and he overshot that one, missing. Raptors trail by 8. Dick with it. Here's Pirtle. Porzingis with the block.
7'6" wingspan, sending it back. Kristaps Porzingis with the rejection.
Here's Pritchard. The 3. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Diggs got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Ingram outside. Pass to Pirtle. Here's Dick for the 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Diggs got his 2nd bucket of the night.
And that is why this team has Grady Dick, a floor spacer coming into the league with an elite 3-point shot.
Boston leading by 5. Here's Pritchard. The Celtics working the ball around now. No one covering. He's got 7.
You had the feeling Drew wanted to answer that. That's his competitive fire right there.
Pass to Pirtle. And here is Ingram. Barrett dishes to Ingram. Boucher sets a screen for Ingram. Now Boucher. Great D that time from Tatum. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Oh, Tatum won't be denied.
That is just tremendous focus from Jason Tatum. This guy has gotten so good at walling off defenders and finishing plays.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. And the Raptors with some changes. Scotty Barnes, he's checked in for Chris Boucher. And quickly in for Ingram. Brown, he's checked in for the Celtics. Derek White comes in for Pritchard.
Well, what's impressive to me about Jason Tatum is how he attacks his weaknesses in the offseason. This guy is committed to greatness.
Pass to Dick. Now here's Barnes. Pirtle with a screen on Tatum. And it's Pirtle at the elbow. Shot clock at 6. Barrett wide open. He fires. Off target with his 3.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Tatum's shot is off.
And, you know, he's a threat from deep, no doubt about it, but it just has not been there for him tonight. You might want to change your game plan a little bit offensively.
For 3, Barrett. The shot is good. It's his 2nd bucket in 5 tries.
And they're hitting the long-range shots that they were missing in the first quarter, but still have ground to make up.
And White kicks to Brown. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Raptors trail by 8. Barnes passes to Quickly. Over Holiday. And it's Quickly missing. The Celtics have gone 7 of 14 in the second quarter, shooting to the tune of 50%. Porzingis finds Holiday. He can't hit that time. Nice D from Barrett. Quickly against Brown. Pirtle. And the dunk by Pirtle.
I think this guy is a threat to throw it down every time Pirtle gets his hands on the ball. This guy has tremendous size and takes advantage.
Boston leading by 6. Outside, White. Holiday sets the pick for White. Tatum on the wing. Releases. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Tatum's got 14 points for the game. Holiday against Quickly. Down low. Here's Dick. Jaylen Brown with the rebound. The Celtics have gone 8 of 16 from the field in the second quarter. A nice, efficient 50%. Pass to Porzingis. Brown sets a screen for Porzingis. The three is drilled by Tatum.
And not a great start for him in the first, but he's quickly starting to turn it around.
Here's Barrett. Now, here's Quickly. Here's Dick. That three off the mark. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for Boston. With the drive, Tatum gets it inside.
Well, they're leading in large part because of the work he's put in this quarter. This is nicely done.
Raptors trail by 13. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Nobody near Barnes. The three-pointer is right on target. He has 5.
They're having more success from three-point range here in the second after a rough first quarter from deep.
So it's Boston now. Brown outside. .40 seconds left in the first half, and he comes up with the deuce. 9 points for Drew Holiday.
Yeah, after a first quarter where they struggled from long range, they've really started to get it closer to the basket.
Toronto's gotten half their shots from three-point range to go down in the second quarter. 3 of 6 from downtown. Now Dick. He has 5. Barrett setting a pick for Dick. Offline with his 3.
Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now because they're refusing to let him get comfortable.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
And here is Quickly. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one is on Holiday.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
For Toronto, they have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Quickly. And he makes both free throws. And so it's the Boston Celtics up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. They have been sharp from beyond the arc, putting on a terrific three-point shooting display. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break.
Hello and welcome. And here in Game 4, you couldn't have drawn up a better first half for the Boston Celtics.
They're playing the way they're supposed to. Run the offense until you get a good look. Not complicated at all.
I disagree. Patience and perspective is complicated. That's why many teams can't do it.
Taking a look at how the series is going for the Raptors. Game 4 is always important. But does this game mean a little more to them, Shaq?
No doubt, Ernie. If they lose this series, it's finito. Done. They're not coming back from 3-1.
Hey, I have to agree with the big fella. Another loss, better get the fishing gear ready.
Ooh, high stakes. And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
And we're happy to have you back for more playoff basketball here in round 1. You know, guys, Jason Tatum has really been making it happen.
And with all the pressure he must have felt coming into this one, it didn't faze him one bit. Fantastic start.
Boy, he has been locked in, all about business, just going out there and doing what he does best.
And so here's Toronto, a 12-point game. Barnes and Pirtle make up the inside pair. Emmanuel quickly out there with Grady Dick. And it's Ingram in at the 3 slot. That's the group starting the second half for Darko Rajakovic.
And working away from the ball, Ingram thrives in the catch and shoot. A player you have to stay connected to on defense.
Now here's Porzingis. Six on the shot clock. Elbow shot is on the way. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
When he needs to get into that mid-range bag, Kristaps Porzingis feels super comfortable.
The 3 from Barnes. Rebound Boston. Outside Holiday. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Here's Tatum. Barnes grabs the miss. Raptors trail by 11. Pass to quickly. Pirtle against Porzingis. Beyond the arc. Rebounded by Tatum. Tatum's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Takes the 13-footer. The rebound by Brandon Ingram.
Listen, he can make that shot right there, but I do know they have other options they can go to.
Dick wide open, and the Raptors miss again.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
The Celtics shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Tatum. And so Tatum nails them both. And so quickly we'll bring it up for the Raptors. Trailing by 13. Pass to Dick. Pirtle with a screen on Brown. Dick. And the Raptors miss again.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Now here is Holiday. 9 points in the game so far. Tatum against Pirtle. 18 feet out and off the front iron, and in it goes. Tatum's got 23 points.
Jason Tatum is a thirsty scorer, and right now filling it up.
And the timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Back to Quickly. Barnes sets a screen for Quickly. Clock at 6. Trying to get something going. They grab their own miss. Nice shot by Pirtle.
Well, the hard work on the offensive glass pays off for Jakob Pirtle. Like to see that mindset from the big man. Goes back up strong as soon as he gets his hands on the basketball.
Now here's White. The three from Porzingis. It's rebounded by Quickly. Raptors trail by 13. Ingram outside. Screen by Pirtle. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Boy, this guy has been terrific. The rest of the team, however, struggling.
So far, he's hit all of his shots at the foul line, going 4 for 4. Celtics leading by 10. Holiday, a screen on Ingram. And here's Brown outside. Rebound by the Raptors. Quickly the pass to Barnes. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. And that's now 7 points for Scotty Barnes. And so it's Boston with it. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Porzingis with the ball. He's got 8. Right side Tatum. Sinking the tough shot, Jason Tatum.
Well, the increasing strength of Jason Tatum is making it harder to knock him off his path. That is nice.
Raptors moving the ball around. Pass to Barnes. Inside. Pirtle's shot is off. Boston has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Brown kicks to Holiday. Tatum setting the pick for Holiday. That three off target. Had some space there after the little pump fake. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Boy, the defense tight inside, but Barnes just persevering.
Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Celtics.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
They've also been scoring on the break. With how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court, anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
The Raptors making a switch here. Barrett's checked in. Pritchard, he's checked in for the Celtics. That one is no good.
How about Scotty Barnes, guys? The 4th pick in his draft class, a guy who proved from the outset he was going to be reliable, efficient, versatile, and a two-way player. Pretty impressive stuff.
And the Raptors with the ball. Jason Tatum missing his last shot. Faster quickly. Three-pointer. Hits the three-point bomb. Quickly's got 7 points.
Well, and it took a terrific effort at both ends to sustain this run.
They found their composure on both ends of the floor, and that is what triggered this run.
Here's Tatum after Toronto got the three-pointer. And Barnes sends it back.
Boy, big-time denial from Scotty Barnes. Use that frame to your advantage.
And he makes that one. 10 points for him.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
And Toronto has possession. 8-point game. Pass to Dick. Back to Quickly. Shoots from 12. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got 7 rebounds in the game.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
And it's Barnes with the ball for Toronto. Quickly the pass to Dick. Over Holiday, and it falls over the rim and in.
And whenever Dick is getting a pass, if he has any chance to get off a clean jumper, you know it's going up.
Now here's Brown. He's got 9. Back to Tatum. Eight feet away, and he knocks down the jumper. Tatum's got 8 points in the quarter.
This guy too good of a shooter. It is going to take an awful lot to distract Jason Tatum.
Pass to Pirtle. Dick with it. Going inside. Barnes outside. Pirtle trying to get open. Barnes can't get it to go. Celtics leading by 8. On the wing, Holiday. Back to Porzingis. Tries from 16. Rebound by the Raptors.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Back to Dick. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
And that is just a deflating error on his part.
Well, I think it kills your energy, and it certainly kills your momentum.
Boston's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. Walter, he's checked in for Toronto. The Celtics also with a sub. Cornette's checked in. Here's Hauser. Barrett covering. Horford sets a screen for Brown. The shot's good on the assist by Horford. Brown's got 12.
That three-point shooting sets up every aspect of Jaylen Brown's game. What a pretty shot.
Pass to Walter. Back to Barrett. Boucher sets a screen for Barrett. And again, Toronto no luck. Celtics leading by 11. And there's a minute 45 left in the third quarter. Pritchard passes to Horford. Cornette kicks to Horford. 6 to shoot. Brown outside. Over Boucher. Brown, no good. The Raptors shooting down near the 40% mark since halftime. They've been slow getting going. To Abaji. Boucher with a screen on Brown. Here's Walter. Off the mark and the drought continues. Here's Pritchard. Horford in the post, quickly covering. Horford, good.
I love it when Al Horford is challenging defenders to stay with him. Use your physicality, big man.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
On the wing quickly. He has 7, and there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Always good to get another look at a terrific defensive play.
And this is postseason play at its finest, refusing to give up shots here in the playoffs.
Now here's Brown. He's got 12. Toronto grabs the miss. Boucher's got 4 rebounds now tonight. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Now, here's quickly. Back to Barrett. Over Brown. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. And that's now 7 points for R.J. Barrett. What a performance for Jason Tatum. He has been the story so far for Boston. A terrific quarter for him. And now he has a total of 27 points. Shouldn't take him long to get up over 30. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
And we're with you again as our round 1 coverage continues. And a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the fourth quarter. Tatum in the front court alongside Horford. And it's Pritchard in at the 1. Now here's Tatum. Oh, and the jam by Tatum.
I tell you, this guy is capable of some amazing finishes. Jason Tatum, my goodness.
Awesome display of athleticism captured by our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Raptors trail by 13. To the paint, and stolen by Horford. Here's Hauser. Pass to Horford. Here's Pritchard. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper. And the Celtics lead by 15.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Out to Barrett. Rebound by the Celtics. Tatum's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Here's Pritchard. And he gets that one to go off the front iron.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
That is the competitiveness he brings to the table. Every night you're going to get great effort from him.
And it's Jason Tatum with the foul. That's his first foul. The Raptors making a switch here. Dick's checked in. Boston also with the sub. Drew Holiday's checked in for Luke Cornett. Onside Barrett. Boucher sets a screen for Barrett. Traps in the tray.
Well, after netting one in the first half, that's the second deep ball to go down for this guy.
Pass to Tatum. Lets a floater go. The rebound by Brandon Ingram. Ingram's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Now Boucher. Ingram up top, guarded by Holiday. Pass to Dick. Raptors moving the ball around. Here's Walter. Misses the 3. Celtics leading by 14. Now Tatum outside Holiday. Tatum setting the pick for Holiday. 3-pointer. Boucher with the rebound. Raptors have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. Here's Walter. Back to Boucher. Pass to Ingram. Launches it. The rebound by the Celtics. 17 points was their biggest margin. Here's Pritchard. There's the triple. Connects from 3-point range.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
And so here's Toronto, following the 3-pointer by Boston. Shot clock at 6. For 3, Barrett. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist. Barrett's got 6 here in this quarter.
And he's finally getting the feel from beyond. His second 3 of the half right there.
And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. So far in the 4th quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Can't hit from 12. Raptors trail by 14. Onside Barrett. And here's Boucher. Pass to Ingram. Al Horford with the rebound. Celtics leading by 14. Pritchard passes to Horford. Outside Tatum. And again, Boston with the triple.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
Pass to Ingram.
Wily move by Ingram. Able to come up with the foul and get that shot in the air.
And the first one drops.
And they haven't let points get away from them at the line tonight. That's always something that'll allow a coaching staff to breathe a little easier.
Catching up on the changes for Toronto. Hurdle comes in for R.J. Barrett. And quickly in for Walter. Both free throws good for Ingram. Boston leading by 15. Brown the pass to Tatum. Here's Pritchard, and Grady Dick gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Here's Tatum. Over in the corner, Brown.
Since halftime, he has just been in a funk offensively.
His three-pointers off the mark. Pass to quickly. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Brown. And even 3-on-3 break. Boucher against Tatum. Bucket is good.
Well, all night he has made an impact at the offensive end. Now he's trying to shut the door.
Scotty Barnes, he's checked in for Chris Boucher. Derek White's checked in for Boston.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Raptors trail by 18. Quickly the pass to Dick. Quickly with it for three. Ingram. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Barnes against Tatum. White looking around. Launches a three. And it's Toronto with the rebound.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Barnes with it. And Holiday picks him up defensively. Barnes kicks to Ingram. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
What a move by Ingram, taking the foul, but also getting the bucket.
Celtics leading by 15. Now here's Tatum. Over Barnes. Boston, no good that time either. Pass to Dick. And here is Ingram. Hurdle with a screen on Brown. 5 to shoot. Ingram passes to Barnes. Over Tatum. And that one comes up a bit short. For Boston, they've gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the fourth and even 50%.
Look out below. Jaylen Brown off his feet in a hurry.
Raptors trail by 17. Pass to Dick. Ingram outside. Basket is good. The assist from Barnes. Barnes has got 4 assists in the game.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Well, the best players to me deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Now here's White. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Here's Ingram. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That's on Jaylen Brown.
Oh, an aggressive take from Ingram inside, earning the whistle in the process.
And that one falls for Ingram. Both free throws good for Ingram. Celtics leading by 12. And here's Tatum for 3. Toronto grabs the miss. Diggs got his 6th rebound on the night, and it's quickly in the corner. Barnes dishes to Pirtle. Count it.
You love to see him powering through the contact to get the bucket and one. Pirtle with a show of some strength.
The free throw drops for Pirtle.
What you love about Jakob Pirtle is his reliability. You know he's going to give you rim protection and rebounds. The other part is he can play with his back to the basket. Somewhat of a lost skill.
Now here's Tatum. Over Barnes. And he hits the jump shot. Tatum's got 37. 1:53 left in the 4th quarter. Steps back. Ingram against Brown. And it's Ingram missing. Celtics leading by 11. To the inside. Here's Porzingis. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Tatum's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. 1:35 left in the 4th. Ingram deciding where to go with it. It's stolen by Brown. And finished off by Brown.
And entering the final countdown, Game 4 effectively decided here, guys. This is just a tremendous accomplishment for the Celtics.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Jason Tatum.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
Now Holiday, after Brandon Ingram missing on that last three-pointer. Tatum kicks to Holiday. Nice ball movement by Boston. Brown with it, now guarded by Pirtle. And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
Saw the opportunity to put this away, and you could see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
And it's a completely new group for Toronto. And then for Boston. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Porzingis. Horford comes in for Derek White. And it's Pritchard in for Drew Holiday.
You think about what Jaylen Brown brings to the table. Elite athleticism, three-point shot making, attacking the rim in transition, so much to like.
Pass to Boucher. Here's Shed to end the run. And he lays it up and in. 29 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Who's got Jalen?
Now Brown, the tray. Good on the three-point shot. And the Celtics lead by 19.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
And I couldn't agree more. What makes it that much more impressive, they're doing it on the road.
Barrett. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. And now they're sitting on a commanding 3-1 lead. They've grabbed this series by the throat, Greg.
And Kevin, I don't think they're going to let it go. You can see the determination they had tonight. They don't want to drag this series out. They want to get this thing over with.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Jalen. A long season. What do you guys need to do to keep it rolling?
Just keep finding consistent rhythm with each other. Keep playing the game the right way, executing the game plan, and just do your job. It'll be fun.
You all did the job tonight, man. Congrats again on the win. Back to you.
Thanks so much, David. And that about wraps it up for this broadcast of the NBA Eastern Conference Quarterfinals. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. And now, our player of the game, Jason Tatum.